Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing Killer Elite Phyrexia, which is a Golgari deck that it focuses more on being Phyrexian tribal. If that floats your boat, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host. And I gotta tell you, I went outside and I saw my shadow today. So you know what that means? 6 more weeks of winter. Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Filmed before our live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by DARTH-TimTam, called Killer Elite Phyrexian. And it's a pretty kick-ass looking Golgari deck that's going to focus a lot on what looks like Phyrexian tribal. If you're interested in this deck, pause it, take a look at the names right now. Otherwise, we're going to get right to gameplay. If you're interested in how this deck goes together, stay tuned in the video for a deeper dive into what these cards may do. All right, but before we go do it, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. We were playing against the Ultimate Ace 1. Fuel Teme Tis 1. Keep. This is just another book control. Teme. He playing against mono blue. Alright, we're all lined up for killing him, but I'll wait till he tries to tap something first. Your turn, Hispaniola. You want to counter that? Yeah, let's take it. Good for you. Boy, we're not getting anywhere fast, are we? Let's put this one out. That's cool. What are we even playing here? We only have like 2 other cards. This one really isn't anything without a creature. We're looking for lands, but we got plenty of that. That's just getting stupid. Alright, the Shuffler's got us screwed over at the moment. Got 2 available, but he can do a non-creature spell. Just return it back. Bushwhack is a sorcery, meaning that we can't do anything until our turn. All right, you got the protection for that. Probably should have done it the other way. Because I could cast that as an instant. He's just bouncing it back again. Ooh, Sheoldred. There he comes again. You think he's got like another bounce in his hand? Another, what is it called? Fading Hope? That Fading Hope's been around for such a long time now. Alright, let's try to go for the kill. Wait, that means that Glissa would be dead. Let's put out Sheoldred. That means that Sheoldred would be dead. Alright, I'll just kill. We'll go for the kill. It took me, whatever, 700 turns, and there's another one. All right, Pound Town has a couple of big boys there. I'm willing to lose the Archfiend to the Haughty Din. Really? Glissa is the one you should be worried about. That's not good for me. All right. You want to block? It's probably a good idea. And we're down to 2. Hopefully he doesn't have the ability to counter past that. You either got it or you don't, my friend. I don't know what you're looking at. Your 2 cards in your hand and not being able to make up a decision. All right, you're about to lose. And here's the deal. You'll probably just bounce back Vorinclex. I'll take like 8 to the face. It's fine. It'll be 9 at that point. All right, let's hope at this point we can start to, you know, gain some life. Nice! Guess who we could bring back? Yeah. I'm not doing that. And we win! Suck it, Mono Blue! Suck it! And we're playing against DominantSub. The most badass submarine of them all. That's a weird mix, but alright, we'll go for it. Kill, 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 kill. Death. I know he's just like, oh, come on, man. What could a 0/4 wall? Sure, it would have caused a little bit of card discarding, but I say no. I will not let you look at my hand, you gross tentacle face jerk. Here's a mana boy. You gonna go out of your way to do that? Nope, you're just gonna let him happen. You don't have any more mana. You can't do anything. All you can do is discard now. Suckerfish McGee. They really want to go for it? Nah, I'll stick. I'll be fine. I can play the Archpriest of Shadows on the next turn, though. Yeah, I'll just kill that guy. Archpriest is gone, I bet. Alright, there we go. Mana up! Oh, I can't block it. Only got one dude. That's not cool. I'm trying to like bring that guy back. All right, let's bring out another flyer. Go for the Bushwhack now if we wanted to. Bushwhack, Paddywhack. Ah, we're holding strong. We got a great flyer there. Obliterator. I'll have to kill that guy. Looks a lot like this. And then we're going to go ahead and Bushwhack. And then we win. This is what winning looks like right there. I got him with a 0 right in the face. In your face, Charlie Brown. In your face. Alright, we're playing against Kierian. 2 mana, no green, so this is going to get mulliganed. Much better. And let's just get rid of one of those. All right, I got plenty of mana. We just got to build our way up to 5. It'll be interesting if I get nothing but 5s in my hand, I don't get any more mana. Kill him! Alright, so this guy's just playing mono blue. I don't know what it thinks it's shooting after. There's nothing up there that's that way. No artifacts, no enchantments. All right, who's did we kill? I think Ledger Shredder. Gone. What's nice is if I get Vorinclex out on this next turn, I could block any flyer. He's got a third one. Let's just go for a little bit of blockage, a little defense. We can Archfiend it here in a second. All right, come on in. It'd be funny if this guy doesn't understand what reach is. Oh! Oh, I've been witness protected. All right, he's got 2. Let's put out Archfiend now. I got 2 to dodge counter spells. Should I Bushwhack him? Nah, he's got counter spells up there. Let's go get him, legitimate business person. All right, we're cool. Is that what you're going to do? You're going to bounce my guy back? Ah, let's go do it. Go ahead and connive. You got a counterspell there? What are you up to? Come on, my man. All right. Go get him, legitimate business person. There we go. And again! Oh, I gotta applaud this guy. All right, we're going to go out for the D. We're going to put a little defense out there. One. That's it. We're out of land. Let's go search for something else while you have the opportunity. That's what we get. We got. Okay, that was stupid. No tax. I mean, I guess it could be kind of good to get us here. Like if this guy out and bring these guys back, potentially it's got to get him killed first. Ooh, he's going so hard at that. And I'm dead. Alright, we're playing against MTG Potpourri. Plenty of good stuff there. Problem is I only have 4 blacks. Let's go digging for black, I guess. All right, all we can do is start to try to ramp. We're going full on mono black here. I wouldn't be surprised by Liliana right now. All right, I'm gonna go for Phyrexian Obliterator then. Oh wait, can we? Nope. This is just forest. We don't have enough for it. All right, Archfiend to Dross. Now he's got to have creature kill there. Yeah, I'm not blocking that. It's fine. You can do it. No blocks. You got tons of mana there, dude. All right, let's pull for full-on black. And let's send him in. Okay. It was going to happen. I got Mr. Long Sticky Fingers. Looks like you want to shoot him again. All right. You don't have the mana now. Ah, don't want to give it up for 3. That's the problem here. Ooh, I'm down to 6. All right, so I can go for her for all 5. Let's just do this. It'll be fun. Next to combat. Next to attackers. Red Rover, send the Obliterator right over. Welcome back, my friend. All right, you lose 2. And I got a flyer. Let's see what the story holds for us here. And we win. Apparently he had nothing going on in his hand there. Victory! Alright, we were playing against Future. Two, 3... Let's shut the goblin up. Alright, here's Glissa. She likes to play. Can't get the Obliterator out for a while. We don't have enough black mana. Let's go, Minicy. All right, nice. Let's just see what he's got. That won't come active till 7. There's somebody we kill. Ah, but we don't have the extra 2. Alright, so that keeps his ramping from ramp like Ramperson. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can ramp again, and he can get himself into a fighting stomper there. Okay, I don't want to Bushwhack because that's going to lose us a Glissa at this point. I can give everybody... We got 5. Do I got it? Do I got 4? I think I do. And we win! There we go. There's the fight. Victory! Alright, so here we are with Killer Elite Phyrexians. And, you know, seemed like a fairly standard, you know, what I'm saying, Golgari deck. But yeah, there was much more of a focus on Phyrexians. And, you know, I like to say it's not what are the best decks, but the best decks for you. This deck really felt good for me. I don't know, I can just play it. Some of the other Phyrexian, there's like a standard version of the Phyrexian deck that's out there right now. It's all right. It doesn't work for me as well. This one totally does for some reason. I really appreciated Archpriest of Shadows. I really loved bringing, you know, creatures from the graveyard back to the battlefield. I like the fact that you could sort of like have your dudes like sort of tapped, or they just didn't care and didn't think there's a big of a deal. So they attacked with all their guys. Then you play your guys out, and you could just like sleek it through and then pull the dude from the graveyard back. There's enough recursion in this deck and enough guys dying that it felt really good kind of playing it. I'm really conflicted by her because she looks like a pretty decent person for the most part, even though she's an Archpriest of Shadows, like super evil. But she looks pretty cool. I don't know, pretty cool. All right, what do we got going on here today? So, who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? That was an interesting question here. I didn't even see hostile negotiations. What is that? Interesting. I don't even want to read it. Who was the most valuable player? That is hard for me. I'm sorry. I'm just hemming and hawing right here. I got to say, Glissa is pretty damn awesome. Just because I know how hard it is to fight against her. You know, she's got First Strike and Death Touch, which means that she will kill up to... Like, if they block with 3 guys, she will kill all of them. All of them before anything is done to her. And you have to have at least 4 guys to be able to do damage to her. Let's see. Archfiend the Dross is... I always feel like I'm rolling the dice, but I love that guy. I'm always afraid I'm going to get him out, and then he'll just, like, get blocked or something. And then he'll be a ticking time clock. I'll have to use my, like, go for the throat just to kill my own guys. I don't have any good sacrifice there. We do have Obliterator and Bushwhack combo, which is incredible. Still, that was not the MVP. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just say Glissa just because of her card draw. So yeah, Glissa, you are the MVP. Just you're on equal footing with so many other cards in this great deck. But just because of your card draw ability as well as your everything else, I'm going to give it to you. At your level, you help to keep this deck pumping along and getting to the next thing you need there. All right, you're the MVP, Glissa Sunslayer. You're going to Disneyland. All right, number 2, was this deck competitive? I ended up playing it 10 times. I got a 70% win rate. So yeah, I'm going to say this is a competitive deck. That is a really good score. You know, it's no like mono red aggro or white humans or whatever, but it's definitely in the platinum mythic level. You can play it at that level. It's good. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff going on here between the control and the awesome creatures. Yeah, this deck is smoking it. Yeah, like the card I'm probably the most disappointed in is Vorinclex. He's a 6/6 with trample and reach for 5. I mean, that's good. That's good. That's all I can say about it. It just said he's got so much other text, and because this is why I'm disappointed, is that you're paying, was it 5 to put him out? That's all 5. He's great for his cost. But he comes into play, you get to pick 2 lands, and you're like, oh, I got to put 2 lands in play. Nope, you got to put them in your hand. That is so slow. At the level that he gets played at, you'd kind of want them to come directly into play. You just need to sort of like ramp that baby right there. Jumping from 5 to 7, I mean, I think it should happen, but he's so incredibly slow. Plus, then to make him Super Saiyan out, you need to have 8. And that's so far away from where he starts off at 3. So it's like you got to sit, or at 5, and then you got to sit there and put out your 2 cards, hope you pick out another one. Vorinclex just feels boring. The other thing is cut down and go for the throat. I call those cards turds because they're so limited. Go for the throat because it only handles small creatures, or cut down because of small creatures, and go for the throat with non-artifacts. Now, there's so many times you run across artifact creatures, especially in Ixalan. Go for the throat is a horrible card right now. I know it's cheap. I'd rather if you pick Neck Snapper, right? I don't know what its real name is. That's what I call it. That costs you 2 life to play it, but you can kill any creature. Yeah, I like that one better. I'm willing to pay the life for it. So if I were making this deck in my own image, I would probably weave in, maybe get rid of 1 of each and put in 2 Neck Snappers. Possibly 3, get rid of 2 of the cut downs or something like that. I don't know. I don't think cut downs are really worth it. In fact, I like Virtue of Persistence better. The thing about Virtue of Persistence, it only costs 2. You do a -3, and you gain 2 life, but it has to happen at a sorcery. So, but still, cut down is so, it's just usually it sits in your hand and does nothing. All right, but anyways, competitive, 70%, it's great. Was this deck a fun deck? Yeah, totes. I mean, Golgari decks are almost always fun. This one's got control, but it's not a whole bunch of control. Let's take a look what we got going on there. We got level 3 is where Glissa comes in. And so technically you go 1, and then on turn 2 you could put out Armored Scrapgorger, which means on turn 3 you could actually put out potentially up to a 4. And that's everything in this line and over. So that means by turn 3, you can start throwing down a lot of muscle. And this deck has got stuff with ramifications. Archfiend cannot be ignored. Sheoldred is a ticking time bomb for your opponent. Archfiend is a ticking time bomb for yourself. Phyrexian Obliterator, there's a lot of things that have just direct removal, so it's not that big a deal. But if they're playing red, they're screwed. They're so completely screwed. And then this is just there for fun and interest, I suspect. Giving things to Hexproof and Death Touch, totally cool. I never saw her come out. A lot of times she's a lot. If you play multiples of her, I don't even know what, but also negotiations. Archpriest was really fun. Big time. I liked it. I thought we were able to get a lot out of it. Bringing back other things like more Archfiends of the Dross from the graveyard. I thought that was really cool. Like Vorinclex, I said, was one card that's probably the most disappointed, yet there were multiple times that Archfiend kept flyers off our backs. So if it just didn't have the rest of it, those words on there, I'd probably be way happier with Vorinclex. All right, so that's it. It was a fun. Let's talk about, was this deck interesting? I got to say, my problem with this deck is that I wanted to play a good Golgari deck, and I thought, oh, man, this one looks fairly standard. But then it was kind of super loaded with Phyrexians. And yet, being Phyrexian deck, it wasn't really being Phyrexian tribal. I mean, Grafted Butcher will tribe up on him. He's a Phyrexian Lord, but we weren't doing anything to maximize the abilities of the Phyrexian. We didn't see any roaming thrones or anything in here. So it was kind of this weak tribal deck. It was still cool. It was still super cool. I think Phyrexian decks are kick-ass. And I think this one works pretty well. So, why did I choose to play it is because it was just interesting enough that I thought I was willing to play it. Saying that, though, it's not a strong interesting. It was a midland interesting. There's not really anything new from, did we have anything from Ixalan in here? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, so it's made up of old cards. It was a cool deck. I liked it, but you have to have a wide breadth of sets to be able to put this thing together. All right, so let's add it up. Was this thing competitive? Yes. Was it fun? Yes. Was it interesting? It was all right. So saying that, I'm going to give this deck a straight A. It was a fantastic deck. It was fun to play. And if you've got the cards to put it together, I'd highly recommend it. But it wasn't the most interesting deck we've played, and there wasn't a lot of synergy between the cards, nor was anything explosive or, synergetic that led to some sort of super combo. So, but still, it was fun. Big time fun. All right, so there you go. Straight A deck. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun as I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.